But if she keeps making eye contact with you, that is your sign to go up and say hello. And it is so much more attractive when a guy takes initiative. It shows so much confidence. So what? You shoot your shot and you miss? You're going to miss regardless if you don't go say hello.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. And on today's episode, men are just tired, man. Men are tired of approaching, and modern day women are shocked that it is not continuing to happen. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's jump right into it.
Question for the men. Why is it that you guys have stopped approaching women in real life? Because I feel like back in the day, it was so common for men to strike up a little conversation with a woman, maybe ask her out on a date if things are going well. But nowadays, I don't really see that anymore. Like, what made you stop approaching women? Be honest.
She poses it as a mystery, but men watched what happened to every guy who tried. Walking up to a stranger became a coin flip between a nice chat and ending up in somebody's video, so most men decided it was not worth it.
Proof that I think the population is going to slowly decline.
And what proof would that be?
Because I'm in a room of like 100 men, and not one of them has approached.
Oh, how awful. Men are minding their own business and not bothering random women out in public. Of course, apparently they want to be bothered by random men in public, but I really don't think that they're going to approach now, especially after someone has turned the light on and started making a video in the middle of a public place ranting about how guys aren't approaching.
I just think men this day and age don't want to date.
That's entirely possible. However, it's much more probable that those gentlemen are simply having a good time amongst themselves and enjoying being around each other. Moreover, why exactly would they want to approach some women out there who seem to bring nothing but drama, as we have just seen? Some women are really entirely too full of themselves and seem to think that the world revolves around them.
This guy nails it. Men are not really dodging women. They are dodging becoming someone's content or, false accusation. Filming yourself in public to announce that nobody approached you is the exact reason why nobody approached you.
I personally don't think that treating women, particularly with respect and decency and kindness and blah, 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 should be a left-wing or right-wing thing, just like I don't think that treating men with decency and kindness and love should be a particularly left-wing or right-wing thing. However, in the context of men acting this way, it's typically conservative traditional beliefs that underpin this behavior. I'm sorry it's this way. You've told all the liberal men that everything has to be 50-50 and that you want to be fully equal to him, and he's going to act that out. He's going to expect you to behave in such a way that demonstrates that. And fair enough, you've told him that's what you want. It's no wonder that fertility rates are falling. Everyone is insane. To be honest with you all as well, I think that the sort of social conditioning that I just described around male-female behavior is probably why a lot of men now actively do not want to approach women, and why women, the normal ones, are finding this very frustrating.
She says the thing that most people tiptoe around here, that a man told the whole deal is 50-50 will act like it is 50-50. Nobody gets full equality and full traditional treatment in the same breath. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like I haven't seen anyone on this app talk about how hard it is to be unattractive. Like, being unattractive is so depressing. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's just really depressing. Like, for me, I feel like being unattractive has made my self-esteem, like, really low. It's made my self-worth really low. I don't get as many opportunities as other people get. And then just, like, the whole relationship factor piece to it. Like, I really, really want to be in a relationship. Like, more than anything in the world. That's the one thing that's been missing from my life for a really long time. And I just feel like it's never gonna happen for me. One, because of where I live, but two, because I'm not, like, conventionally pretty. My body is not tea. Like, I just feel like I don't look good. And to just, like, carry that with you every single day is really hard. To feel like you're not worthy. It just sucks.
Guys, I'm going to be honest in response to this clip, okay? This woman right here, yes, she might have self-confidence issues and she might not feel as though she's the most attractive, but at the end of the day, women can always find some relationship from a man. They will always get attention. There will always be some dude who is willing to date them, this woman included. So, I don't really feel a lot of empathy for these women, guys. They could improve their health. They could date when they're younger, all of that sort of thing. And even then, they could still end up with a man if they screw everything up. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, so to give you guys some context, she's in Miami. So when you're looking at larger markets like Miami, LA, where there's attractive women everywhere, you might be cooked. I'm just saying, especially when we're looking at her. I mean, looks like she's overweight. Why not hit the gym and do something about it instead of boohoo whining and complaining? Woe is me, complaining that they feel invisible when the average person is average, right? The average guy probably feels invisible for the most part, but he's not getting special treatment like some of these attractive women that live life on easy mode. So, she's probably comparing herself to other women, noticing that other women are getting more attention, they're more beautiful, and they're probably, getting wined and dined, right? She's probably not getting that type of treatment, and she's getting online complaining about it. Or this could be a situation where she's fishing for compliments, because apparently there's a subsection of women that get online, boohoo, whining, complain, and then they fish for compliments, increase their dopamine, and then every 2 to 3 weeks they make the same video complaining how their life sucks. But whatever this is, I rebuke.
And this is absolutely true what this guy is saying, by the way. The average guy has always felt invisible because he is invisible, by the way, right? These women will still get attention from men, despite the fact that, they might not be the most attractive or whatever. But by comparison, men will get no attention from women at all if they are average or below average.
I had a video go viral and I asked people, why do men not approach women anymore? What happened to those days when men used to approach women? A lot of men in the comments were saying that they felt like women have unrealistic expectations. They don't want regular men, that they only want people they see on TikTok, online, people who are 6 foot and above, that they just are not wanting what's out there. And you want to know what's so crazy? I started this matchmaking service where I matchmake Muslims together for free. And in this platform, people can say what type of partner they want. And let me tell you something right now. These people on the app are serious, they're intentional, and every response that I have seen has never mentioned someone's height.
I think what this woman fails to understand, guys, is that women will say anything when they're describing who they want to date. Like if you go out there and you ask modern day women what they want to date, they will say, oh, I just want a nice man who cares about me and gets me flowers. And it turns out the nice men who get them flowers get treated terribly. At the end of the day, women will say one thing and respond completely to the opposite. So yeah, maybe take that into consideration.
It doesn't even mention looks. All people are saying is, I want a man who loves the law, someone who has goals, who has aspirations, who is a hard worker. No one said, I want a rich prince. I want someone who's 6 foot and above. Nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. And I've said this before, that people are getting their information from TikTok. We need to get off of social media and stop using this as our Google, because everybody that I'm meeting, everyone I'm seeing, all these accounts, nobody wants all these unrealistic expectations. Everyone's expectations are very realistic. To all the men that felt like they couldn't get a wife because women had unrealistic expectations, what's the excuse?
I see videos like this all the time, guys, where women will encourage men to approach them. But in my opinion, those days are kind of gone at this point, right? You can try and encourage men all you want, but a lot of men recognize it for what it is, and that is a trap.
Can 2026 please, for the be the year that guys go up and talk to women in public again? Like, I know there's guys out there that do this, but not enough. There's not enough, because guys who just sit and stare at you from across the room, they just keep making eye contact with you, and you just make eye contact back and forth. Like, please, just go say hello. Just go say hello. It's really not that hard. If she's making eye contact back with you, like if you guys are making eye contact back and forth several times, she wants you to come say hello, okay? If you look at a girl, you find her attractive, and you never see her looking at you again, she probably doesn't want to talk to you, okay? Or she has a boyfriend, whatever. But if she keeps making eye contact with you, that is your sign to go up and say hello. And it is so much more attractive when a guy takes initiative. It shows so much confidence. So what? You shoot your shot and you miss? You're going to miss regardless if you don't go say hello.
I love how the women then go on to further say that men should approach by, giving their example of a situation that happened in their life. As far as I'm concerned, guys, it's not going to cut it, okay? You can say that it went great for this guy or that guy, but at the end of the day, approaching people carries significant risk for men, and a lot of dudes are not willing to do it, despite the fact that women will tell us to, or that say, they'll say everything is fine. It just doesn't work like that.
It's so silly to me. This happens all the time. And twice in the past week, I've had scenarios like this, totally opposites. Last Saturday, me and this guy, he sat across from me at this restaurant we were at, and we made eye contact a few times. I get up, we go to the bathroom, we're about to leave. We're washing our hands outside the bathroom. He comes over, says hello, we talk, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for coming to make a move and say hello. This morning, I was at the gym, and this guy, one of my guy friends at the gym, texts us and he's like, you guys have an admirer? And I was like, what? And he's like, this guy is like, will you please talk to them for me? Like, see if like whatever. And he's like, no, these girls are cool. Like, they don't want some punk guy who's not going to come say hello. I'm like, thank you. Like, no, girls don't want a guy who's not going to take initiative. Like, girls want guys who are confident. So even if you aren't confident, you should shoot your shot regardless, because you're going to look so much better and have so much better of a chance if you just shoot your shot.
He answers honestly, men backed off because they were told to over and over again. You cannot spend years telling men to keep their distance and then act shocked when men actually do.
When will men learn to take a fucking hint? Last night I walked out of the bar and I was standing there by myself on the street waiting for my Uber. And these guys come up to me and they're like talking to me, trying really hard. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Do I have a boyfriend? No. They were pretty chill. They walked away. New guy comes up. He's like, hey, what's your name? I'm like, Paige. He's like, when can I see you again? And I was like, I'm not real. That should have been enough of a fucking hint that I didn't want to speak to you. He continues on. He's like, oh my God, me neither. I can tell you're not real. Like, you're beautiful. And I was like, thank you. He's like, can I get your number? I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I love my boyfriend. And he was like, well, I could be your new boyfriend. And I was like, no, you can't. I love my boyfriend. And I kept going and he kept fucking going. And I was like, when will you understand that if I'm telling you, first of all, if I tell you I'm not real, if I reject giving you my number, that means that I don't want to fucking speak to you. Why is that so hard to understand? Like, when will it get through their heads? If I reject you once, walk away. It's so simple.
What the fuck is up with men only wanting to be my pen pal? Because I've been building up my roster for the last couple weeks, and not a single one of these men has even tried to have sex with me. Which normally I would say is very respectful, but it's also, we're not even doing anything. You know, we're not hanging out, we're not, like, going on dates. Why do men just want pen pals? I don't want to be your fucking pen pal. If we're not fucking, and we're not going on dates, then what the hell are we talking for? I don't want to talk to you. I got a million other people I would rather talk to other than you. But I'm just like, does nobody just...
They don't want to go the distance.
Nobody fucks on the first date anymore? Nobody kisses nasty in the parking lot on the first date anymore?
You don't finger in the parking lot?
Nobody fingers in the parking lot after the date anymore? What the fuck's going on? I've been out of the dating game for 5 years. What are we, all virgins? I mean, I'm a virgin, honestly, but like, God, nobody's fucking on the first date, second date? God forbid a girl wants a little love bombing, you know. So what? So what? I'm a little bored. So what? I'm a little bored and I want to have sex. So what? God fucking forbid.
She built what she calls a roster of men and is now upset that none of them are trying to sleep with her. Maybe the dudes just didn't want to catch a disease. You know what I mean? Like, this is deeply repulsive to men. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.